Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. What did you think, bro? What did you think?
So there's a couple of things here. I thought that Joshua fought a good fight. I do believe that. I think he could have fought a better fight. I think that Paul fought a good fight, but I also think he could have fought a better fight. Here's the thing, though. Paul ain't never faced nobody with youth of the caliber of Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, has been outside of the ring for 15 months. And I was having a conversation earlier today with somebody about, actually, I was talking to G-Moss, one of the guys that came in earlier on the stream with me. And I was saying, you know, it's a couple of months, a couple of weeks, actually, outside the ring might slow your hand speed down. Boxing is a sport about conditioning. You might be a good puncher, but that don't mean nothing if that other dude got a gas tank. And you know, once the adrenaline hits, you can get hit a bunch of times. Them little jabs, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is a good one. We talked about this before, about how it is not easy to knock somebody out during a fight in a boxing ring. We're not talking about on the streets, everybody drunk. We talk about in a boxing ring. It is not an easy feat to just knock someone out, especially out cold.
Yeah.
The power game is overrated.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to a certain level, you know what I mean? It's not that simple to catch somebody with your hardest punch. And then generally at that level, catching them with your hardest punch one time generally isn't enough unless you hit them with maximum power in the right spot. And, you know, or it's a punch they don't see coming. It's variables to it. But what I'm saying is, when you're fighting at a certain level, there's normally a certain level of defensive responsibility on both sides. And, you know, certain shots aren't just readily available like that. I think that, you know, I understood my parlay hit. Well, I didn't have a parlay. I just bet on the rounds. I literally just bet bread on the rounds. Yeah, I bet on 6, 7, and 8. If y'all saw the fight, y'all know what happened. So, you know, I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? 6, 7. 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? I'm chilling, bro. So, but yeah, man, it's one of them things where it's like, you know, Jake has been training in boxing very seriously. And I think some people don't really take that. They take that for granted.
Have you seen this setup?
I mean, yeah, I've seen who he works with. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, I mean, for boxing, you can get ready for a fight in a garage, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, you work with what you have in the sport. You can keep it as simple or as maxed out as you want on, you know, equipment and conditioning and, you know, research and, you know, it's people who you got the old school fighters like Marvin Hagler, tough as nails, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And had a bunch of old school training techniques. And then you got new school fighters like Devin Haney, tough as nails. And they, you know, hyperbaric chamber, you know, cupping, they getting all the treatment. So, you know, your cut of man is your cut of man. You feel me at the end of the day. But Jake Paul been training very seriously with pros, sparring with pros, learning from real pro trainers, real, you know what I'm saying, other pro fighters. You know, he's got a lot of tutelage around him, and being committed like that and staying in the gym like that, it's a sport that, you know, if you're not a scared person, you can become all right at the shit, you know what I'm saying, at a reasonable rate. You know, now when you start talking being at lower weights and you start talking about higher output guys, you know what I'm saying, where you got, you know, people whizzing 60, 70, 80 punches by you per round at lower weights. Yeah. Jumping into the sport at, you know, in your 20s and trying to go just turn pro and get active like that, it might get a little funny for you. But if you fighting at a weight where, you know, grown man weight, you know, you cruiserweight, heavyweight type shit where the game is a little slower, you know, y'all playing chess in there, but the game is a little slower. Shit, if you good at muscle memory and pick up on your fundamentals, you can make a run. Look at Deontay Wilder.
That's why I was impressed with Paul in the fight.
Yeah, you can make
until his knee gave out, he was doing good. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he was doing great, but I'm being objective here.
I mean, he wasn't winning, but even like people don't understand, even surviving, like people with decent, people with good footwork. Yeah, people with good footwork in boxing, you know, they can make that big ass ring feel real small for you. You know what I'm saying? You think you scooting and shuffling, they just stepping one step over, taking your angle away, stepping another step over, taking your angle away, or they start picking up on your tendencies and shooting a punch where you going. You know what I'm saying? All type of little shit like that. So it ain't as sweet as you think. Even just running around for 5 minutes and
can't do it.
staying away from Anthony Joshua. It ain't easy. So, you know, I'm gonna get I've never taken no credit away from Jake Paul. I consider him a pro. You know, do I consider him high level elite world caliber pro? Nah, but do I consider him to be a respectable pro? Yeah. I mean, he mixes it up with pros in the gym, but his official fights for the public are for business. You feel me? But he trains in the gym and spars with pros. They say he broke his nose in training for this fight with Frank Sanchez. If you know, if you're a boxing, you know, enthusiast or aficionado, you know who Frank Sanchez is. If you're not, he's not a household name. So if you're not, you won't know who that is. But he a heavyweight and he a bad mamma jamma. You know what I'm saying? Good footwork, former Olympian, and you know, southpaw awkward. You know what I mean? Just nice like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frank Sanchez.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? But
punch pretty nasty.
Yeah, so yeah, he's nice. You know, counter punching everything. You know, quicker than AJ for sure. So if he training with him, he was definitely ready for some hot shit to come his way. You know, because he's fast.
Paul took that pretty well, didn't he?
Even in his age. Hey, well, listen, man. Paul's not a small guy. AJ is just a massive person. You know what I'm saying?
Paul's 220. AJ's 240.
Yeah, no funny business, but you know what I'm saying. Paul a big dude. You know what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know, man. I gotta give Jake Paul his credit for moving around, having some success in moments in regards to he landed a nasty, overhand. He landed a nasty overhand. It was clean. It was nice. It was clean. AJ wore it well, from a smaller man. You know what I'm saying? He could take that punch. But listen, man, he stuck his nose in and landed a good shot. He landed some good jabs in there. I think
shots was decent.
I think Jake Paul could have had a bit more confidence and fought him in spots a little more often than he did. I really do. I mean, listen, try to win. If you moving and grooving like that and nobody's having any success at all, he's not really punching. He's just cutting you off and watching you work and hoping you wear down, right? And if you stabbing here with a jab and you landing clean and you still on the move and you stab again and you stab again, well, listen, even if you just touching him a little bit and he doesn't hit you at all in that round, I mean, whose round is that? You chasing me all over the place and I'm picking, pecking, and poking and you doing nothing at all. I mean, hey,
I would have won the round.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I think if you was gonna move and groove like that, stick and move. He didn't punch when he was moving. He just moved.
And then he waited until he got injured to try to start letting it go. And
well, at that point,
I mean, I totally understand the foxhole thing. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand it. Yeah. I can't say that I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gotten injured in the ring, but I can say that there are times when you just want to let it fly. And in my opinion, if I'm Jake Paul and I'm fighting that fight and I see what I've been doing so far, there's two options here. I'm fighting a guy who was the unified 4-belt champion, not the 5-belt champion, but the 4-belt champion. He had 4 of the 5 heavyweight belts, and he had 4 of the 5 heavyweight belts twice. The only one that he didn't have was the WBC. You know what I mean? And that was because it was being held up by an American twice. And then it was held up by Tyson Fury twice.
Well, I mean, you got Deontay Wilder. He didn't want that smoke.
He didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder.
Hey, listen, that's on him. He didn't want that smoke.
He didn't want to fight Deontay.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go right hand for right hand with him in his prime. He didn't want to go right hand for right hand with Deontay in his prime.
He would have lost that fight.
That right hand. Listen, hey, I think I take Deontay in his prime. I take his chin over AJ chin.
I'm gonna take Deontay's chin over AJ chin too.
If they going right hand for right hand, give me Wilder. Give me prime Wilder.
Wilder beat didn't Wilder fight Ruiz too?
Yeah.
And he mopped the floor with him.
I had to remember that. No, he fought. You thinking about Ortiz?
Yeah, Ortiz. My bad.
Ortiz twice. Ortiz. Yeah. I'm not sure if he fought Ruiz. He might have, but he older now. I'm not even counting this shit no more. He just picking up.
No more.
He just picking up a few more checks. You know what I'm saying?
He on his Bible tour, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate Deontay for everything he did, and I'm glad he getting some checks on the way out. I know he said he done well by his money, so I'm happy for him. He should go ahead and get up out of here while his health's still all the way right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he not going back in there.
So, but no, back on AJ and Jake though, bro. I think that people saying, I mean, I know you said you feel like AJ could have got him gone easier, like sooner, but I think it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
really is. Like somebody who moving that much, it's easier said than done. And that ring was huge, y'all. For people who don't
22 by
watch,
22.
yeah, for people who don't watch boxing very often, like championship rings get pretty big. If you want to watch a Floyd Mayweather fight, the rings get pretty big, but gee, that ring was big as hell. That was a Royal Rumble.
Heavyweights don't usually
That was a
fight at
royal. That
22.
was a Royal Rumble ring.
It was a WWE ring.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
WWE
saying
is
yeah.
22 by
That
22.
shit looked like a Royal Rumble ring. That
Yeah,
shit was equipped for 50 people to be in there scrapping at once and
yeah.
shit.
It
That
was a
ring
it
was
was a
huge as hell.
WWE ring. It was 22 by 22. And I'm telling you, that's one of the. Here's the thing: they fought at 22 by 22 with 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
It was tailored. It was. I hate
Mhm.
to say this. If Jake, it was tailored for Jake to actually have the advantage. 22 by 22 with 10-ounce gloves.
Oh yeah, he had that big ass ring for a reason. He knew he was
Yeah,
finna move and groove in there.
yeah.
He, yeah, he knew. Of course, he knew.
Anthony Joshua is 6'5", 245. He just made weight. They talked about it all night. Mauro Ranallo, also a WWE commentator. Everybody, if you guys didn't know Mauro Ranallo, the great Mauro Ranallo, you know, he he said it. He let it go. 22 by 22, 10-ounce gloves. That's a whole lot of time to move around. And you ain't got a big heavy 16 on your arm. I mean, on your arm hanging off your arm with all that tape. It was tailored. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened in the fight. Like if you watch fights, then you understand there's a lot of stuff that happened in this fight. Anthony Joshua definitely got frustrated in this fight. It was obvious. He got frustrated. Jake wasn't easy for him. Like, I'm not saying it was hard. I'm just saying he wasn't easy.
At one point, he said, "Fuck it," just started punching Jake while he was on the ground.
Yep, he was punching him on the ground. Even the ref was like, "Hey, we're gonna stop this crap right now. We ain't doing this tonight. These people came here and paid for a good fight." I mean, Jake's knee kept giving out. He probably needs surgery on it. I would be surprised if he tore something, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised.
Man, them was good old fashioned Jello legs, boy. He took a hard shot, and them boys went jelly. He ain't hurt. No, he cool. He straight. Trust me.
Yeah,
That was that equilibrium step. That's what
that
that
right
was.
hand, that
Yeah,
right hand knocked him down, didn't it?
yeah. That
That
was that
right hand, he never
equilibrium
recovered
step.
after that right.
Yeah.
I wish people would understand that Anthony Joshua is a very big human being. He's a big
Yeah,
human being.
he's 6'6", 245 with like, very low body fat percentage. You know what I'm saying? That's a massive
10
person in
foot
front of you.
wingspan, bro.
Yeah, even that person just coming towards you in they stands, you feel weight from the presence. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think a lot of people, because people don't spar. Your average person
They
don't
don't fight.
spar. They
They don't
don't
fight in
fight.
general.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people get that. Like some people, they
Yeah.
got dense bones. They're very like, what I'm saying, like girthy people. You know what I'm saying? No funny business, just girthy people. And like as they, no, seriously, and as they
Yeah.
approach you, you can feel presence on just like you feel weight on just they presence and their energy coming towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it like false pressure or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, man, I think I was entertained. Nonetheless, I was entertained, bro. I definitely enjoyed it. It had entertainment value. If their goal was for it to be entertaining, they accomplished that.
Yeah.
Like even seeing Jake, but I think it was entertaining for me because I trained. So even watching him, like the coach literally told him in the corner, like we doing footwork drills. It's just like the footwork drills. Cause normally you get on your footwork drills, bro. You might have to do 10 rounds of footwork drills, 3 minutes a piece. You know what I'm saying? Stepping in and out the ladder, in and out the ladder, shuffling in the circle like he was doing back and forth, changing directions. And you doing 3 minutes a piece, 3 minutes a piece. You know how your legs be burning, shaking,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Abs burning, you know what I'm saying? So like he telling
Yeah.
them like it's
That
just like
feeling sucks, bro.
yeah, but he's like it's just like the gym, just burn through it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That feeling
Keep
sucks.
even though your legs burning, keep moving. You feel me? Just like you would do at the gym. So that's what sometimes you need your coach to give you that little wake up like we do this. We do this. Don't
Oh,
feel extra tired today because it's the fight. Like, no, we do this. You got another 5 rounds in you because if we was in the gym, you would do it. So do
I
it here.
love when it rains in the
Yeah.
fall when I'm in the gym.
Yeah,
because it gets hot in there. Even if it's not hot in the gym, you're gonna get hot in the gym,
yeah.
especially when you're doing that. You got all them people boxing, you in the ring moving around, you
Oh yeah,
outside the ring moving around, you hitting the heavy bag, you're hitting the speed bag, you're
yeah,
doing all your drills, you're on the ropes. I'm talking about when it rains, we open that little garage door. Bro, I
yeah,
went right outside and laid on the pavement. I did not care. The pavement was freezing cold. It
yeah,
was great.
bro. I seen how tired Jake got too. I said that's what it feel like when you feel like you drowning. Like you
Yeah,
listen, you not
it's that feeling.
ain't no water
But you're
around.
drowning.
You drowning. You
Yeah.
literally feel like you drowning. What up? What up, Daniel? Daniel Burris. What? Happy Friday. Hey guys, what's going
Happy
on with it?
Friday,
What's
bro.
going on with it? Yeah, man. It was a good fight though, all in all, man. We not stand on sports too long, y'all. This is just our icebreaker. We finna get into the rest of our show for sure, man. But this was definitely a entertaining spectacle. Real quick before we move off of this, Alicia Baumgardner, I was impressed with her pace. I think that
She was great.
I felt like before the fight, because I've been keeping up with Alicia since before everybody found out she looked good. You know what I'm saying? I've been
Yeah.
keeping up with her. You know what I'm saying? Since matter of fact, I was already watching her when she won her first world title. You feel me? So I was already in tune. But with Alicia, she she impressed me. I thought it could go one or two ways. I thought that it was a situation where, because her gas tank, I've seen her get pretty tired in fights before. I have. And I was like, okay, well, her gas
Yeah.
tank, except in a 3 minute round, 12, I mean, 3 minute, 12 round fight, you know what I'm saying? 3 minute round, 12 round fight, just seeing her accept that, I'm like, okay, what this gonna look like? She either gonna get tired as hell and just gut it out and like hopefully
Yeah.
don't get slept on some fatigue shit, or she gonna fight with patience and pace and look great, because she's always had very good footwork and stepping around. And man, it was some times in there, I ain't gonna hold you, it was some times in there tonight where Alicia looked like Teofimo Lopez.
Hey,
Dead ass.
she looked
Not
great.
like I'm talking about with some of her movements on defense. Like it was
Yeah.
some time, and Derek James don't necessarily teach all of some of what she was doing. I know she got some of that shit from Detroit and being in the gym with Tony and the other trainers that she worked with growing up. But because Derek James teach a very straightforward Errol Spence in his prime type style, Charlo in his prime type style, and that's who
Yeah.
her trainer is now. But she mixing that shit good, because
She did a great job,
it was
man.
a couple times when she went to open up, where it was a couple times she was getting caught opening up. It happened quite a few times, actually, more than it
Yeah.
needed to.
Yeah.
But it was a couple times where she had some magnificent moments, bro, where she opened up, hit Shorty, stepped out, caught the shit Shorty was coming back with, delivered something else, and then stepped around again. I said, ooh, that's good boxing. Ooh, that's good boxing. When you boxing
Yeah.
somebody in a
It was
circle
good.
like that, yeah, when you box somebody in a circle, foul, 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 catch
I
what
mean,
they got coming
you
back, foul,
seen her
foul.
opponent. You seen how
Yeah,
her opponent looked.
her opponent
And
was
she
gang,
they
though.
and when they interviewed her, they were like, "Oh, she caught you a couple times. She hurt you, didn't she?" She's like, "I wasn't hurt."
What up, Cooper? Yeah, nah, she said she wasn't hurt, but I don't. You never believe a fighter when they say that. She
No,
was hurt. Boy,
she got tagged a couple
she
times.
took two of them hoes back to back. Boy, I said, "Ooh,
Yeah.
she hurt."
She
I
said,
ain't
"Ooh,
trying to hear.
ooh."
I'm not trying to listen. Fighters, when
Yeah,
they say they're not hurt, it's
they
just because
got hurt.
they definition of hurt is different from yours, nigga. We watching this shit and we see your legs ain't all the way the same. That's
She
all.
needed a round of
And the
recovery,
motherfuckers,
bro.
yeah, them, do it again, do it again, do it again, do the yeah, the motherfuckers ain't all the
Yeah.
way. Yeah,
You saw the last round, right?
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
last round showed it.
Let me
And
know that you got hurt. Yeah, fucking
yeah,
stuck.
she
Her
didn't
ass.
have her legs.
Yeah,
She
she
was clinching a lot.
got back on that motherfucking jab. Got right
Yeah,
back on that. Yeah,
yeah.
we know that shit hurt. Stop playing. But yeah, they gonna say what they gotta say though. Mal said I missed the fights in the 80s and the 90s, best era. Oh yeah, they used to get them in. They used to get them in.
Bloodbath.
These fighters now they trying to get in and get out without actually having combat.
Yeah. Talking about the bloodbath.
They try to get, yeah. Passport Skull said, yeah, she been a dog. Yeah, she nice. I like her in the 3 minute rounds though. I think
Yeah.
in the 3 minute
Bloodbath.
rounds, I think she was. I didn't like the fact that she was thinking about fighting Clarissa Shields just because of the size difference alone, not necessarily skills, but just the size difference alone. But if they could find a way to do it at, and they decide to do 3 minute rounds for 12 minutes,
It's gonna
I
be a great fight.
actually, I just like it better for her. I still think the outcome the same, gang. Ain't nobody beating Clarissa
Ain't
Shields.
nobody
It
beating
is
Clarissa. She's
that
too
just
good.
is what it is. But I think that she represents herself a lot better in that
Yeah.
scenario. The two
Clarissa's
minute,
real good, bro.
yeah, the 2 minute round shit when you gotta go in there and just get them on, folk. Nah, she not
3 minute rounds will
Clarissa gonna sleep
definitely
her shit.
help her
Yeah,
out.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
You
Phoenix
can I
said, hold
say
on,
this real
let's
quick?
get yeah. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. We gonna
Look,
come to the
guys.
chat, y'all. We coming to the chat.
Yeah, look, guys. I don't think y'all truly understand what a minute in the boxing ring feels like. It feels like an eternity.
especially if you tired. Feel like an
Yes.
hour in that bitch.
Let's like, especially like you've been working out because you know how coaches do. You're gonna work out. You're gonna work out for a whole hour and then you're gonna spar.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
That's how
But
I
not only
train.
are you gonna spar, you
Yeah,
might be sparring 5 minute rounds because you gotta get it. That I'm telling you, a minute in the ring feels like an eternity. Like you thinking to myself, when is this we got the beeper? When is the beeper gonna go off?
yeah.
I hate I'm not gonna act like I don't think it in my head all the time. Man, I can't wait till this buzzer go off. I
Nah,
can't
I
wait to hear
just
that. Doo, 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 doo,
I've
doo.
been there once and I never been there again because I changed my perspective. So like if I'm sparring, even if it's like intense, right? And let's say I get tired first, which that's rare as fuck. These like I really don't. I pride myself on endurance and stamina and shit. So like, but let's just say in this scenario, like I'm getting tired and this dude is like he still look like he warming the fuck up, right? Hey bro, this is just an opportunity to learn how to fight when you tired. Like learn survive, even if you no longer trying to win, just like survival tactics and shit. The fuck, yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that
just
was
like
strange.
survival tactics, clinching, all type of things. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
that's the other thing. Those are all boxing techniques.
yeah,
And there's a lot of people that don't go in. See, like fighting is not exactly the same as boxing. And that's why, like, when people try to say, "Oh, the UFC fighters will kick boxers' butts," if y'all noticed, most of the boxers been whooping their most of the boxers been whooping their butts in there, throwing them hands. It's a different discipline altogether. I totally understand that, but boxing conditioning is unmatched. I haven't found a harder sport. I'm telling you that right now.
yeah,
I have not
yeah,
found a harder sport. Baseball
yeah.
is
I was,
hard, but not conditioning wise.
yeah,
Boxing will take you out in 2 minutes.
no, for sure, for sure. Like even just having people pull up to the gym and you see people pull up to the gym and they trying it for the first time, like it's a situation where you see them do just like a couple rounds and you see how exhausted they are. Like you done built yourself up to
Yeah,
doing 10, 12, whatever your workout is, 20 rounds, whatever. And you see them coming there and I'm talking about 2 rounds on some mitts and they like, you know what I'm saying? This shit over for the day
they're
for real.
done.
You know what I'm saying? I
My
was talking,
cousins came one time
yeah,
to go do some training with us. Not even a sparring day. All we did was training. We're talking about stations, mitts. Um, we had we had the dummy. We had the heavy bag. We had the speed bag. We had the bands. You know the bands when you band your partner and y'all practice moving. So we had the bands on, and he was tired after like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, we got 2 hours in here. He's like, wait, y'all, 2 hours? I'm like, yeah, 2 hours. I'm like, I'm trying to be your partner, but if you need somebody else, let me know because we got some other beginners in here. He was like, no, I want to stick it with you. Man, that dude, he sweat through everything that he had on.
no, I believe it. I believe it.
And he's
I
in
believe
shape.
it.
He's in shape.
I believe it.
He was like, I don't know how y'all do this. I'm like, he's like, I have a new appreciation for the sport of boxing. And all we did was some light training.
It's real. So that's why you got to give Jake Paul his respect. But I think that's why I'm saying, like talking to you about this, we got a different type of respect for it because we participate to some degree, and that's the
Yeah.
thing too about boxing and combat sports in general, MMA, whatever. Like participating in some degree. You know what I'm saying? You got people
Yeah.
who ain't like I said threw a punch at the air in years. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you still strapping up and getting punched in the face a little bit on the weekends just to keep your shit right, you know, in my opinion, you know you're a man's man. You feel me?
You gotta
'Cause
get hit.
yeah, but Miles said heavyweight fights are unpredictable. The KO window could be as small as a two piece. Nah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Happens fast. Phoenix said this whole fight is ridiculous. With all due respect to me, it feels like college basketball players go against NBA players. The outcome was inevitable. Yeah, the outcome definitely was
Outcome
inevitable.
was inevitable.
But you know, it was entertainment and seeing how it was gonna play out. Ted said 333 in the chat. Hit the like button, aka uppercut it one time for sure, for sure. And then we had a troll. Let me see. Happy Friday. What up, Dan? Mal said I missed the fights in the 80s and the 90s. We read that one already. Cooper Munoz said hello. What up, Cooper? Miles said never been in a ring, but breath control and pace seem like factors. Or pace seem like factors.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I think the main thing is staying calm,
Talk and breathe.
being alert, being calm. Like the more relaxed you are, the better. That's why they say you should never fight angry, and it's true, because you leave yourself more open and vulnerable and
You
just
wasting
available.
energy being angry.
Yeah, well, on top of that, people don't realize the way they leave themselves vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? When they fight mad, like, instead of throwing your hook, instead of having your hands here and shooting your hook nice and tight and bringing your fist into that, into your bowl stern, bringing your fist into form at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? You opening up from way out here because you mad, raw. You opening up from way out here, and all this good chin meat and all that
Wide
good
open.
body yeah, that shit just readily available. And somebody that's poised and calm, they see you rage swinging, and they going fa fa, nice and sharp and tight, right on the spot. And the next time you wake up, you'll be asking people what round is it, and they gonna let you know
That was over
that
20 minutes ago.
they gonna they
That
gonna
was over 20 minutes ago. What are you
they
talking
gonna
about?
let you know that everything gonna be okay.
Hey man, it's all right. What you
Yeah,
mean it's
so
all right?
yeah, so
Bro, you didn't realize we back at the hotel already.
and no, you still in the gym sitting on the bench, and the one that did it, he over there jumping rope, looking at you. The one that did it jumping rope, looking at you,
Why my
smile,
nose burning? Smelling
smile.
salt. We smelling salt. We woke you up. Did you have a nice nap, princess? We've been there. We've been there.
No, I ain't got my shit slept.
No, not me.
Oh, I was
You
gonna
seen
say
some of my
speak.
sessions.
Hey, Tez, I was gonna say speak for yourself, G. My
Yeah,
chin certified. I could
they ain't
take a
never got
shot.
me.
No, I can
They ain't
take a
never
shot.
got me.
I'd have been hit clean with some shit. Now don't get it twisted. I've been hit clean with some dog shit, but I ain't just had my shit slept like that. I try not to leave. I try not to be putting my chin on a platter for niggas and shit. I be on the
Bro, I
move.
got hit in the nose one time and
Yeah.
like
Oh
it didn't
yeah.
break. It didn't
Um,
break, right? But it,
eyes
it
watery.
closed up. Like
Eyes
I was breathing
watery as
through my
hell.
mouth. I spit my mouthpiece out and
How
my
your
coach
eye?
started yelling. And he was like, hey, hey. I mind you, he Mexican, so he sounds just like Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. He's
Hey,
yelling, hey,
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 when you
put your mouthpiece back in your mouth.
Tez,
You know,
when you spit your mouthpiece out, you getting your ass beat, Tez.
bro. It's because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe through my nose. He only
I
hit
I
me
know.
a good time, bro. Like I thought I was working the fight. I had my jab going, I had the cross going. I was looking good, right? I'm moving. It works good. My nose though, bro. I put my hands down to make a move. He hit me right in my nose. And he's
Mhm.
crying out too. I was so mad, bro. I could see this man smile. I spit my mouthpiece out because my nose clogged up. I thought he had broke it. But all it did was clog up. This is before my nasal surgery. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, so my nose clogged up and I'm like, I can't breathe through my nose, right? So in between rounds, I get ready. And as soon as we go back out, I spit that thing out, bro. I spit that thing out and I went back out there and it took him time to realize it because coach looked down and it's on the side, like but where my corner is. He sees my mouthpiece sitting in the corner. He's put your mouthpiece back in your mouth. And I'm looking at him like, I can't breathe. I gotta breathe. Ended the whole thing was nice. We ended up going the whole 10. It was nice. I was able to finish it. And then dude came up. He was like, I almost got you. I almost got you. And I'm looking at
Nah,
him like, I'm looking at him like, you know
nah,
what? I should have been fucking around with you.
nah. See,
I
that's
put
what
my hands.
happened. Yes, that's what happened though. You fight hella aggressive and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah,
We don't box the same. See, you fight like you train in the gym with the Mexicans. There was a Mexican you was sparring, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Bro,
Yeah, I
and
know.
the
Yeah,
worst part about it is
yeah.
like I wasn't playing with him, but like I was just trying to get all my stuff in. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
know. I know. I
I'm
know.
trying to I'm
You,
trying to get my
you,
uppercuts
you y'all,
in.
y'all motherfuckers just go forward. That's all y'all know.
Yeah.
Just bulls.
And then it was so stupid. It was like and looking back, it was so stupid when it happened because I did not need to get hit in the face.
No, for
I didn't
sure.
need to I didn't even bother trying to slip it. I
Nah.
put my hands down. As soon as my hands went down, he real quick.
Miles said, "What round is it? It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday." Yeah, it's Tuesday and you're at the
Funny
hospital.
thing is, I didn't even get mad when he hit me. You know what I'm saying? Because not like I got knocked out. Just my nose closed up. But like, it was, bro. I could have got a tooth knocked out later because I
I
had
ate
no
one of
mouthpiece.
them bitches right here. All this right in my third eye. Motherfucker punched me in my pineal gland. We ain't finna go down memory lane though. Let's move on, man.
Ooh,
Let's.
you see what that just did to me?
Yeah, it's cool. I ate that shit. We kept fighting. But if you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch. www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a cash app. Either way, stick to the codes. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and now hardened